Another $2 trillion to be spent without regard from Republican lawmakers. Let's ask Senator Mike Braun of Indiana. Senator, it does sound like this administration has made up its mind, which is really intriguing because more than likely this would mean either ignoring the Senate parliamentarian, who obviously I think will rule against budget reconciliation on this, or ditching the filibuster. Earlier today, Senator McConnell saying there would be complete scorched earth, a disaster in the Senate if the Democrats did that. Your thoughts?
So just got out of our Senate luncheon, and Leader McConnell accentuated that again. But Charles, the way I view it, you can see that they are unleashing with great enthusiasm everything they've dreamed about. And I think that reconciliation will be used to its max. I think that other shoe to drop when you're talking about spending a lot of money eventually is going to be taxation. I didn't hear mentioned what I think was the big driver for the hot economy pre-COVID was that qualified income deduction for small business. That's due to sunset in 2025. That'll be on the chopping block as well. So the sad thing is, and every time we have a budget committee meeting, I bring up the statement that we're raking in record revenues. We were pre-COVID. We got a spending issue here. 2/3 of it is driven by stuff we have no political will to address: Medicare, Social Security, Medicaid. So we can't raise enough revenue to only span a little bit of the gap of the spending feeding frenzy we're on. So to Democrats, I think anything is on the table, and they want to get it through fast, under the radar of the American public.
Yeah, unlike 2009, 2010, when you had less revenue coming into the coffers, even with President Trump's lower taxes, every successive year we saw higher record-breaking revenues into Treasury. But it doesn't matter if you spend more than you take in now. Apparently, though, if there is going to be bipartisanship, it might come at the expense of bringing back earmarks. Now, I thought for the Republicans that ship had sailed forever. Would you be okay with bringing them back?
Absolutely not. That's finally one thing that makes sense to most Americans, that you can't let any individual senator or representative put pork in appropriations bills, which is the way it used to work before we had trillion-dollar deficits. Imagine having that now on top of a shrug your shoulders running trillion-dollar deficits. I hope that there's nobody on the Republican side. I'm on the Appropriations Committee now. I'll be a loud voice against that.
Well, apparently they think there might be a few takers out there. I want to talk about this feature that you had, this op-ed from the Wall Street Journal. Braun for the states. Tell us about your push to end Democrats' ban on state tax cuts.
So if you look into that treasure trove of spending, along with the stimulus checks to illegal immigrants, felons, there was another interesting one, and this was spearheaded by Joe Manchin. And that was, if you take any of the state money, $350 billion, which was largely tilted to blue states because it wasn't based on population only, they gave more money to the shutdown states with high unemployment rates. But there was a small fine print, the Journal caught, my team caught it, that you cannot use that money if you lower taxes in your state. Of course, that's something Governor Justice in West Virginia has talked about, and why that shows you how far the Democrats will go to put that type of restriction on good business climate states like Indiana or like West Virginia, where they're considering lowering some state taxes. The Joe Manchin amendment says you can't do it. It's probably unconstitutional. That's one of many things you get when you look at a bill so full of many things that you don't need.
I'm sure you all will find surprises in there for a long time to come. I'm glad you caught this one, though. First, they reward the most irresponsible states out there that already had reckless budget deficits and then had ham-fisted responses to the COVID disaster. And then they want to hurt other states who want to lower their taxes, because we know lower taxes have been phenomenal for those states that have been able to do it, attracting new people and businesses. Senator Braun, congratulations on the catch in the piece today, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you.